It's time to get inside the Giants Huddle.
Huddle up.
On Giants.com.
Here we go.
And the Giants mobile
Get
app.
them in there. Let's go.
Part of the Giants Podcast Network.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the newest edition of the Giants Huddle Podcast. My name is John Schmelk. It's all brought to you by PSEG, energy efficiency for game time and anytime. Visit PSEG.com/Giants for discounts, rebates, and home energy assessments. All right, folks, this is simple. We had a chance to talk to the players the Giants drafted in the 2023 NFL Draft, including first-round pick Deonte Banks, second-round pick John Michael Schmitz, third-round pick Jalin Hyatt, and more. So it'll be a combination of Shaun O'Hara and Madelyn Burke with the interviews. Let's get right to it. Shaun O'Hara with Giants first-round pick Deonte Banks.
All right, it's with great pleasure that I welcome to the New York Giants Deonte Banks, 24th overall selection in this year's draft, first-round pick. Congratulations, Deonte. I'm sure you're excited. I know everybody around you is excited. Take us through what it felt like to hear your name called and to be the newest member of the New York Giants.
It's just a real moment. It's a real moment. I'm just excited to be a New York Giant. I'm ready to get to work.
Look, you're from Maryland, not too far away. I'm just curious, have you ever been to the Giants? Have you been to a Giants game? Are you a big fan of the Giants? Do you know anybody on the team?
Actually, I've never been to a Giants game, but my closest friend is actually a Giants fan. He's a real Giants fan.
That's great. All right, so I understand you came to the Giants on one of your visits. I'm curious, as we started leading up to the draft here, did you have any conversations with anybody, any coaches here, anybody that kind of led you to believe, hey, I think the Giants are targeting me?
The DB coach, he talked to me a bunch of times. He talked a lot. So, I feel like I kind of felt it. I don't know. I felt it coming a little bit.
All right, so you had a feeling that they kind of had their eye on you and we're going to try to target you. I think you got to feel pretty good the fact that they traded up to come and get you. They were worried about somebody else coming and plucking them. Let's talk about your style of play. What are you bringing to this Giants defense?
I bring a lot of physicality. And I'm just ready to work. I'm really just ready to work. Like, I'm just excited and ready to do this thing.
So just kind of going through some of your film from college, you really seem to excel kind of outside on your own little island. Talk to me about your style of play. You kind of like to be out on your own. You're not scared to shadow a receiver and just kind of get physical with them. Where did you learn kind of that style of play?
I kind of had it. I love being on that island. Like, it's just a mentality. Like, I love it. Like, I don't know. It's just something about me going mano a mano. Like, I feel like my odds is always the best.
Well, I think you're going to be a great fit for Wink Martindale. I'm sure you've had a chance to talk to him a little bit. He's an aggressive coach. He expects a lot out of his corners. You're not scared to come downhill and make some tackles too, right?
Not at all.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, you look great in blue. Deonte, congratulations on being drafted 24th overall by the New York Giants. I know they're looking forward to having you up here and getting back to work, and I know you're looking forward to putting in some work and earning it.
Let's do it.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, Giants fans, it's with great pleasure that I introduce the 57th overall pick for the New York Giants in the 2023 NFL Draft from Minnesota, John Michael Schmitz. Congratulations, John. Welcome to the New York Giants. I'm sure you're excited. What are your thoughts and your feelings as the Giants called you and let you know that you're coming to Big Blue?
Yeah, I mean, just got the phone call and kind of just took a second and couldn't believe it was happening, just kind of just shocked. And obviously when you picked up your phone, your family starts looking at you. And, I mean, it was a very special moment for not only myself, but my family that were a tremendous support system that got me to this point. And, yeah.
That's awesome. All right, put us in the room right here. Who's your family? Who was with you during that moment?
Yeah, so by my side, parents, my fiance. I have a younger brother, two older sisters, aunts and uncles, friends, very close friends from not only my hometown, but from school as well in Minnesota. They made a trip all the way out to Illinois. And great time. It was great.
Let's talk about the process leading up to this. How much interaction did you have with the Giants leading up to the draft, and did you have an inclination that they were hot on your trail?
Yeah. So Coach Bobby Johnson went to our pro day, worked me out. We had dinner the day before. I mean, it was tremendous to get an opportunity to work with him. Loved the opportunity that he offered, and it was great. And I'm excited to be a part of his room and get to work with him. So yeah.
Well, I know he's excited to have you and can't wait to get you there. Watching you on film, you're a powerful dude, man. You got a lot of power. You got strong legs. You got a little feistiness to you. You like to punish guys. How would you describe your play?
Yeah, exactly what you said. I mean, just a finisher, tough, refusing to lose is kind of what I like to say. Playing that second half of the play longer, and also a really good leader and communicator on that field. So,
well, I know PJ Fleck. He also talked about how you've always been one of the hardest workers in the room. So I know the Giants are going to appreciate that. I got to ask you, what number are you going to ask for?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'd be grateful to wear any number, honestly. Just being in this position. So yeah, we'll see when it gets there, I guess.
All right. Well, number 60 looks good on you, man. It looks good in the uniform. I got to ask you, watching film on you, you kind of hold the football a little bit differently than most centers do when they snap. What can you tell us about that?
Yeah. So transition to the dead ball snap. That's what it's called. And I think it was my first year I got there. I mean, it just kind of just came natural, and we had a lot of control with it. I know Coach Bobby Johnson was intrigued by it at pro day, so I kept doing that. But I can do whatever snap, whatever hold is necessary for how comfortable the quarterback is. So yeah.
I'm just curious. Do you have any favorite centers in the NFL, past or present?
Yeah, I mean, I'd say right now, I would say Ryan Jensen with the Bucks. I mean, he's just nasty and tough and a tremendous leader. So I'd definitely go with him. I love his game and the style he plays.
That's fantastic. Well, John Michael Schmitz, congratulations, the newest member of the New York Giants. Can't wait to see you here in the building. Can't wait to see you wearing that big blue.
Thank you.
All right, Giants fans, it's with great pleasure that I introduce to you the newest member of the New York Giants, third-round pick, 73rd overall from Tennessee, Jalin Hyatt. Congratulations, Jalin. How does it feel to be the newest member of the New York Giants?
Man, blessed. Man, I'm blessed. I'm blessed to be part of this franchise and this part of the group. The guys that's there already. Just can't wait to go in, do what I have to do, and get wins. That's what we want to do. So that's what I want to do and come in and contribute.
Love to hear you talking about the wins. No doubt about it. The Giants are going to be excited to have you on their offense. What are you bringing to this Giants offense?
Yes, sir. I'm bringing everything. I'm trying to be dynamic, explosive, somebody who's going to go and take over games, somebody who's going to do what he got to do, and somebody you can depend on. That's what I want to bring to the table for the Giants. So I can't wait. I can't wait for my opportunity. Can't wait to go out there and meet the fans and just be a part of the teammates. That's the biggest thing. I can't wait.
Well, I know they can't wait to see you in the end zone. 15 touchdowns last year in Tennessee. The explosive plays were all over the field. So I've got to ask you, do you have some touchdown celebrations that you're saving for the NFL stage?
Yeah, I gotta work on some of them. But just been thinking about some. I'll see what I want to do. Definitely when I get that first one in New York. So I can't wait. It's definitely something that I'll think about later. But right now, I'm just going to celebrate my family.
Yeah, as you should. And no doubt, it's a great moment. I'm just curious, throughout this whole process, what were your interactions like with the Giants? Did you have any idea that they were kind of looking for a way to draft you? And did you have any idea that you'd be available at this point in time?
Yeah, we wanted to go earlier, but it is what it is. Sometimes you can't control it. But I met with the Giants plenty of times. Went out to eat with them, had breakfast with them, with the coaching staff, and went on a visit up there in New York and met most of them when I went up there. So, like I said, I'm just blessed. I'm blessed to be a part of this organization. I'm blessed to be a part of New York Giants, and man, I can't wait to just go and prove to everybody, who I am and what I can do and what I can bring to this team.
All right, so I'm curious, what did Brian Dable and Mike Kafka say they were looking forward to seeing out of you most?
Yes, sir. You know, the explosiveness, they want me to be dynamic, explosive. That's what they can't wait. And that's what they got. You know, that's the player they got. So I can't wait to do what I have to do. Can't wait to show the world, you know, who I am. And like I said, this is just the first step. I have so many dreams and goals that I have set, you know, in my life that I hadn't reached yet. So, you know, the first one's already out the way, but now we have more we have to reach.
All right, amen to that, Jalin. Well, listen, I'll let you get back to your family. Congratulations, celebrate, enjoy this moment. You earned it. It's a special time in your life, no doubt about it. And I know the Giants can't wait to have you here in the building. Congratulations.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I can't wait to be up there. Thank you for having me.
With the 172nd pick of the 2023 NFL Draft, the New York Giants selected running back Eric Gray out of Oklahoma. Eric, congratulations. Welcome to the National Football League. First of all, where were you when you got this call?
First of all, thank you for congratulating me. It's an honor. I'm blessed to be in this position. But when I got the call, I was actually in the car, me and my friends. It was time for me to get out of the house. I was kind of tired of watching the draft a little bit. Me and my friends got in the car and drove, and that's when I got the call. Me and my friends were going crazy in the car. I pulled up back home, and everybody was running out of the house going crazy.
It's a good, you got to change up the scenery every once in a while. I get the waiting game is a tough one, but, you're here. You're a member of the New York Giants now. You've been playing football since you were 4 years old. I love this story. Your mom was the director of your youth league. Your dad was a football coach. Your uncle won a national championship with Ohio State. Football seems like it's in the blood, in the family. At what point did you know that this was a viable career path for you?
I'll say I always knew, but when I first got to college and I saw that I could play on that college level is when I knew that I could make this a career. Just being here today also tells me that, it's a dream come true, something I've been wishing for my entire life, and it's finally here.
Now, coming out of Tennessee, I know you've gotten a lot of comparisons to Alvin Kamara. Is there a player that you would compare yourself to? I know that's a tricky question because you are Eric Gray, but is there one that you would compare yourself to or you'd like to be compared to?
For sure. Like I said, I try to take something from everybody's game. You look at today's game, you look at Alvin Kamara, of course, you look at Christian McCaffrey and what he can do catching the ball out of the backfield. I would say, taking something from both of those is what I try to be.
Now, you started your college career at Tennessee. You actually played a season with Jalin Hyatt, who is also a newly drafted member of the New York Giants. Have you two been in touch yet?
I'm going to call him. As soon as we get off and I get some time, I'm definitely going to call him.
Yeah. How was your relationship with Jalin?
Jalin was really good. He was younger than me. I was kind of wanted to help him as a freshman, kind of teach him the ropes a little bit, teach him about working hard, what it takes to be in college, what it takes to be a great receiver. And you see him bursting on the scene this year. He did a great job.
So now you started at Tennessee, but then you transferred to Oklahoma. What went into that decision for you?
Everybody, I went to Tennessee because I love the program. I love the head coach and what his vision was for the program. You fast forward to 2020 and everybody gets fired. Everybody leaves. Everybody that I went there for gets fired. So it was kind of like me and my family just decided to weigh our options and see what we found. And we ultimately found a home in Oklahoma. I love Oklahoma. They brought me in like I was there all 4 years. It was a great place for me to be. Taught me a lot about playing the position.
I've heard, too, in other interviews, you talk about how you wanted to you didn't want to join the Alabamas, you wanted to beat the Alabamas. I kind of love that competitive mentality. Where'd you get that from?
I would say being a coach's kid, growing up in a football household, like I said, my dad was a football coach my whole life. So just having that competitive toughness in me, I've always wanted to be on that special team that does something special rather than just on another team who keeps doing the same thing.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but in your college career, you had 549 carries as a running back and not a single fumble. When was do you remember the last time you fumbled the football?
I do not.
Fair. Hopefully, it'll be a while, hopefully. It'll be quite a while. That is a great skill to have coming into this league. I mean, coming out of your last season at Oklahoma, you rushed for 1,366 yards, 11 touchdowns. You had 44 carries of 10 or more yards last season. That's the first among Big 12 running backs. What do you want Giants fans to know that you're going to bring to this organization?
Just a weapon on the offense, somebody who can run every run scheme, who can also catch the ball out of the backfield. Just another weapon on offense that defense has to prepare for each week.
Eric Gray, thank you so much for taking the time. Congratulations. I know that phone's going off the hook, so I'll let you get back to those calls and texts. Looking forward to having you in the building out here.
Thank you so much.
With the 209th pick of the 2023 NFL Draft, the New York Giants selected cornerback Tre Hawkins, the third out of Old Dominion. Congratulations, Tre. How does it feel to be in the National Football League?
Man, appreciate you. It's a blessing, honestly. It's something I dreamt of since I was a kid. It's just a blessing and an honor to be a part of not only the football league, but the New York Giants.
Yeah, you had a 30 visit with the Giants. I know you spent a lot of time with this organization. What is the most memorable part of this process in terms of what you got to know about the Giants and what the Giants got to know about you?
I'll say the most memorable part that kind of stuck out was everybody in the facility. Like, it feels much more, it feels like a family. It feels like home. I just grew into, I don't know how to explain it. It just felt like home.
Now paint a picture for me. Where were you when you got the call? What was going on? What's the vibe like at the Hawkins house right now?
When I got the call, I was at my house and sitting in front of the TV, kind of just waiting, like everybody else just waiting. As soon as I got the call, it was like, I didn't believe it at first. So I answered, and then it was just like, congrats. It was just telling me congrats and all that. Then I got to tearing up. So I called my agent and I asked him, I was like, is this real? Like, is this what this means? Like, are they drafting me? He's just like, yeah. But like, while I'm talking to him, I'm trying to hear what he's saying. And everybody in the background just screaming. Like, in the pick it hasn't even popped up yet. And then I had to calm everybody down. And then once they called my name, I just couldn't do nothing but cry, honestly.
That's amazing. I'm so happy for you. Love to see it. Now, you had an incredible pro day. I feel like, you had a 4.39 40, would have been a top 10 at the combine, 17 reps in the bench press, huge 3-cone drill performance. Did you feel a shift in the attention around you after your pro day at Old Dominion?
Most definitely. I've always been able to do those things. I've always been fast, strong, athletic. It was just more so the exposure about it. Not a lot of people knew about me, but after that pro day, a lot of people knew about me.
Well, now you're going to let them know on the NFL level. What do you want Giants fans to know about you, Tre?
Not only are you getting just a good player, a good person to help out the community, just a good person.
Giants cornerback Tre Hawkins III. Thanks so much for taking the time with us today.
Yes, ma'am. I appreciate you.
Welcome to the NFL, Jordon Riley, the newest member of the New York Football Giants, defensive tackle out of Oregon. Congratulations. What's going through your mind right now?
Man, my emotions everywhere right now, man. It's a dream come true, man. I just thank God, for this opportunity for real.
Giants GM Joe Schoen talks about how, you walk onto a football field and you see a guy of your size, 6'5", 330, and it's hard not to notice you. How much has your size been kind of an attention grabber in this draft process?
Oh yeah, it's the first thing people see. They acknowledge my frame, 6'5", 325, and they look at that and that's the first thing they see. But there's more to it than just my size. So.
What do you think your biggest attributes are, your biggest contributions are going to be to this game at the NFL level?
I bring to this NFL level. I like to stop the run, so that's something that I take pride in. That's something that I'll be able to, contribute. Right now, to this team is trying to stop the run.
Now, guys that are already on this Giants D line, you got Dexter Lawrence, who calls himself Sexy Dexy. You got Leonard Williams, who calls himself Big Cat. I got to know, do you have a nickname?
Nah, not yet, but I'm trying to get one soon.
We'll put Giants fans up to the task. I'm sure they'll come up with something good. Jordon, I know you started your college career at UNC. You played at Nebraska. You played in a couple different conferences, some different schemes. How much has that versatility contributed to who you are as a football player?
Just being in different environments, I've been in a culture, where, winning was tough for us. We had to go through the process. And then I've been in an environment of, winning is tradition. So, I've pretty much been in, any situation, a team, has been through, throughout a season. So I think just being in those different environments, being through different adversity, kind of helped me.
What do you want Giants fans to know about you and what you're going to bring to this program?
Hey man, I'm just coming in to work, just stop the run. I think that I just take pride in it, and I know, the Giants fan do too. I love stopping the run, and then getting the right to rush the passes. So, that's what I look forward to coming to New York.
Jordon Riley, congratulations on being drafted by the New York Giants. Looking forward to seeing you in here next week for rookie minicamp.
All right, thank you.
Welcome to the National Football League. Houston safety Gervarrius Owens. Gio, congratulations on becoming a New York Football Giant. Where were you when you got the call?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. I was down in Oklahoma City just chilling around at the house with my family and friends.
I love it. I love it. Good way to be, celebrating, surrounded by family and friends. Now, you were a 4-year starter at safety at Houston, but you led the team with 50 solo tackles. What's the key to that success for you?
Yes, ma'am. I feel like tackling is all about the mentality. You know, when you're trying to set the tempo on defense, that's a big way to come up there and, you know, deliver a message pretty early on. So, you know, I like to pride myself on being able to be one of those guys, you know, just the igniter in the defense and the back end to get the rest of the team going.
Especially an important and vital skill in the secondary, of course. You were converted from a quarterback to a safety. That versatility, versatility is a big key in a Wink Martindale defense. But, you know, you played wide receiver a little bit in high school. How would you describe your athletic versatility?
I feel like I'm just a playmaker all around. You know, I feel like a lot of guys, it's high value when you can play more than one position. So, you know, I definitely grew up being able to play corner, nickel, and safety. And I feel like it allows you to do so much. You don't have to sub a guy in to cover him, man. You don't got to sub a different guy in to go up and blitz or play in the post to be in the run support. So just being able to do all those guys, you know, I like to pride myself on being a football player. So I'm willing to play any phase of the ball on defense.
But not just an elite football player, also you lettered in track and wrestling. Having those skill sets, I know a lot of linemen get that wrestling work in, but that hand technique and stuff in wrestling, does that help you in the secondary?
Truly. A lot of people like to say, you know, track's like the most translating thing to football, but I really feel like it's wrestling, just teaching, especially if you play defense, teaches you level changes, how to play with your hands, how to drop levels and things like that. Being in a lot of stuff in wrestling is ultimately tackle, single leg, double leg, and things like that. So I feel like wrestling is definitely the best translator to football.
Gio, congratulations on getting drafted. Welcome to the New York Giants. We're looking forward to seeing you out here at rookie minicamp next week.
Yes, ma'am. I'm glad to have you.
Great job by Madelyn and Shaun with those interviews. Very excited to have all those brand new Giants on board for the 2023 season. Thank you for tuning in to the Giants Huddle podcast and checking out all of our content this weekend. Remember, we have special editions of Big Blue Kickoff Live after every single one of our picks. Go to the podcast for Big Blue Kickoff Live to check that out. And, of course, go check out Draft Season, our draft podcast. Tony, Pauline, and I react to the first round. Then we do a little bit of a draft recap at the end of the draft as well. So go again. Find Draft Season, Giants Huddle Podcast, and Big Blue Kickoff Live on your favorite podcast platform, the Giants mobile app, or at giants.com/podcast. Plus, if you're an Apple Podcast, please leave a 5-star positive review. It would really help us out. For Madelyn and Shaun and all the newest members of the New York Football Giants, I'm John Schmelk. Thanks for joining us on today's edition of the Giants Huddle Podcast.